We'll start with heel taps. Legs into tabletop, imprint the spine, brace at the abdominals, draw the rib cage down. We're gonna tap down and up. We're gonna do 8 of these, maintaining the imprint, leading with the heel. Shoulders back and down. If you need a pad for your head, you'll prop up your head. The point of this exercise is to make sure that you're tapping with your abdominals brace and you're not losing your imprint while you begin to move your limbs in space. Feet down one at a time. We're gonna warm up with some hip rolls. Roll through an imprint, squeeze your glutes, roll your hips off the mat into your bridge, then roll slowly back down. We're gonna do 3 more of these. Roll through an imprint. Right now, your hip width distance apart, your knees and toes are tracking evenly. You'll check to see. Roll through an imprint, squeeze your glutes, roll your hips off the mat into your bridge, and roll back down. Shoulders back and long. We'll roll through an imprint, squeeze your glutes, roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. So I'm gonna give you guys a special exercise for the summer. I want you to turn out your feet. They're still hip width distance apart so that when you clam up and open, your feet have room to flatten to the mat, okay? So that's the exercise. Let's go ahead and start now. We're going for 8. This is a bridge, not a hip roll. 7, 6. This will be good for everybody, but especially if you had any injuries here, you can slowly start to strengthen the inner thighs with a clam. It's not as aggressive as a plie. You're watching me keep my abs in. This should be simple and easy for you to follow and not too choreographed that you feel a weight on your shoulders to work out. So pretty simple, okay? We gotta just hit the key points of the body and keep you strong while you're away. We'll do 8 of these. Okay, that should have felt like inner thigh. Now we'll take it wide. I want to get your butt closer to the heels, and you know the drill. We're going up 8, 7, 2 legs. You can always do 2 legs, 6, and you'll need weights on your hips if you want to make this more challenging. 4, keep those knees open. 3, really focusing here. If you have a band, you can put a band around your ankles. 2, we're gonna stay up and hold. We're gonna do hip dancing. It's not shifting and it's not rotation. Watch how I go down and up, and I'm focusing on squeezing my hip. We exhale, 4, 3. I also have this fanning motion in my thighs. Okay, left side, 8. 6. 6. 4. 4. Wow, after body shop, this is intense. 2. I didn't even need the weights because I already did it with the weights. 1 and 1. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Lower and release. Stretch out the legs. Just stretch open. Again, this routine is meant to be quick effective, and efficient. Twist to the right knee, straighten the left leg. Inhale, center. So that's why you're gonna go right to the oblique twist. If you want more abs, you can do them, but go right to the full range of motion. If you want choreography, I have 100 videos for you. If you want something simple you can follow along with, this is where you are this summer. Just follow this routine, bang, you're ready to go. Put me on the YouTube, turn on me on the phone, however it is. We're gonna shoot for 8 of everything except those hip rolls. I only did 4 because it's a warm-up exercise. This will also build in some of your physical therapy-based exercises. Make sure not to pull your head. Make sure you're holding your head. One more. If you need a break, hug the knees into the chest. I'm big on the bracing exercise. If you have a ball, you'll pin it here. If not, you're gonna do right arm, left leg, out and in. So if you have a ball, a fitness circle, do 8 of these. Feel your scapula draw down as you reach. Now, those of you who've been coming to Pilates class, you can be up in flexion. There's no rotation here though, so this is your neutral ab work and your legs are working. We're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We want to get you in and out in 15 to 20 minutes max in your routine. Pulling the belly button in. Keeping the opposite arm straight. I'm failing at flexion, so I'm gonna go back down. Feel like you press a weight away from you. Oh my gosh, if you have a band, wrap the band around. If you don't have a ball, you guys can do this with the bands. Brace the abdominals, shoulders back and down. You see one foot leaves, the other stays. All right, so we're gonna go prone, which means facing the ground. We're gonna have our elbows nice and wide in goalposts, and we're gonna press up on an inhale. And exhale, lower it back down. Press up on an inhale. And lower back down. 2 more. Press up on an inhale. If you get any low back pain, press the pubic bone down. It'll lighten the discomfort. Your muscles can get tight around your low back. That's the pain you're feeling, but we need to massage these discs back into the spinal column daily, especially if you're away for the summer. Press up, inhale, and exhale, lower it back down. Press up, inhale. Again, guys, I can't stress enough that this routine is just to keep the muscles on while you're away. It's not to do fancy workouts. You'll do that 9 months out of the year with me, okay? This is just to maintain. Okay, then we go into level 3, which is your full extension. Watch your chin. Shoulders back, press up, soften the elbows, don't lock them. Inhale on the up. Inhale on the up. Press yourself back into all 4. Seem just like my Pilates class. Slide it out, lift it up, slide it down, draw it back in. Other side, slide it out, lift it up. You want some variety? One day do all the same side, use a band. But for now, if you want to keep it simple, all fours, alternate arm and leg. Remember, we don't change the shape of the body. We just lift, we lower, draw back in, slide it out. You're gonna make sure you're in every position. Make sure your chin is pinned in, out, in. Your warm-up routine won't have a plank because your strength will. If you want to mix this up, you could continue on more, or if you want to do a little bit of rotation, take it back to center. 3 more, just giving you some ideas for a tiny bit of variety, but again, just keep it simple. Do your routine. And then go have fun. Back to center, other side. And then shell. If you've got back pain, you want to avoid shell and you want to do child's pose instead. You'll 30 to 90 seconds. I do a combination of both. Watch that your chin isn't down. I'll tell you right now, when my chin is down, I get neck and shoulder pain. So I'm going to draw my chin back up, and then it alleviates the pain there. Shoulders back. Okay, then we roll it up. 30 to 90 seconds with all of your stretching. All right, this is the new one from today. I love this exercise. It's a physical therapy exercise. So we are going to reach. You know you can do this all the way down. Without straining. Okay, anybody who has shoulder issues, if you throw out your back while you're away. These things happen because you're not on your program. So you can be all the way down, or I showed in class down. 7 more. 7. Can you believe I'm doing this again? All for you guys. No one cares about fixing you more than me. Even though the guys say you, but it's really me. But you have to care to let me help you. 4, 3, 2, 1, reach. And you know what would be great here, which I didn't do? We need a mermaid stretch there. Big stretch, no hats, umbrellas only, bang. Now you got your program, guys. I just you know what? I said to Amy, maybe I'll film something, and look at this. Now, I did. 1. It's a nice combination of Monday and Thursday. 2, 3. Remember, we track that knee straight down. If we look down, it's in line with the hip, not forward. 4. Oh my God, who's gonna count for me? 5, 6, 7, 8. Reach, rest. Don't get too fast, guys. If you know this routine, pause me. Remember, I just taught Body Shop, and now I'm doing this routine again. So if I'm rushing, slow me down. Stretch it out. I'm gonna show you guys in person because some of you will have a hard time watching it in the film, but it is a fun mobility exercise. So right now I have my left leg crossed over my right. My right is turning out like a 4. I'm gonna shoulders back and down, take my arms out in front of me. I'm gonna roll back, keep my ankles touching. I'm gonna roll up, and I'm gonna put weight. Now I brought that thigh pretty close underneath my inner thigh. I'm gonna put weight on my left knee, and I'm gonna open. So this is an expansion exercise. Sit back with control, roll, kneel open, and press your hips open. You'll see it better on the other side. Touch the ankles together. You still have that figure 4 look. Sit with control. if I really try to sit with control. All right, now I'm gonna switch my sides. Okay, that one was harder. Open the hips. Try to roll evenly. I'm having trouble on this side. You guys already heard my right knee isn't as coordinated. Might have a weakness there. Okay guys, keep it simple, goblet squats. If you don't have any weights, you hold a bag, you hold a water jug, you hold if you have young kids. Squat, press the hip forward, tightening and opening here. You're tightening the glutes and opening the front. Down and up. So I showed you how you could do a little swing action if you want to. As long as your neck doesn't hurt and your positioning is good. From your ankles, the arches of your feet, your hips control your knees are over your toes, your ribs are engaged, your abs are braced, your scapula is back and down, your chin is pinned in. Do about 8 of these, you could do 12 if you want. Okay, go as deep as you can in each move. Remember, I just did body shop. My form is good, but maybe I'm not as intense as I was during my real workout. But notice also my weights are lighter. I use 12s and 15s in class, right? So here, 8 to 12, wide bridges. Check your feet, make sure your glutes are close. If not, scoot down. So we go up for 8. You could turn in. Your weights are over your chest, not your face. You're doing your push-up. If you like push-ups, and then we know the drill. I think this is the best thing you can be doing, and you could do it at the gym or you could do it when you're traveling. You're up and you do your 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Now, if you did this in your warm-up set, don't do it again, but if I recommend you do it here, I think this is the better place to do it. But if you do it in your warm-up, 6 on the left, you don't have to do it twice, unless you want to. I personally love butt. I feel the burn, I probably would. But if you're short on time, 4, then just do it right here. Because you get the weights and that really burns the muscle. 4 on the left. Now listen, no one said I was gonna be good on counting here. 2, and then 1 and 1s. It goes 1. I'm not swinging the hip, I'm trying to focus on going down and up, and let me tell you, these are burning, because this is now the 3rd time I've done this today. 3, 2, 1, rest. If these are heavy enough, you bring them really close, this is a great time
to do your reverse abs. I love this section of the class, to be honest. It's full body. Now, if these are not heavy enough, they keep coming off the ground, find like your coffee table or something that doesn't move that you can hold on to. So reverse and then release. Now the 7s are not heavy enough. So I'm just gonna do a mini lift here. I can't go up as high, otherwise I pick up the weights. Stamp your heels to the ceiling. If this gives you low back pain, then just cross. I'm gonna let the people who wanna do the full continue. I'm gonna do the modification and really focus on zipping up my abdominals. And then if I've crossed my ankles, I'm gonna make sure I do the others. And then at the pulse, I'll show one pulse, and then I'll show the modification. So you can hold up, that's the modification, or pulse up, right? Okay, so hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rest. Now, these weights in theory would be heavy. Drop them away from you so you don't tear anything coming back, and then you roll up and sit up. We're gonna be simple here, guys. We are gonna do a hip width distance apart reverse lunge, bicep curl, shoulder press. That's it. You don't have to do fancy bells and whistles. I keep saying this over and over again. When you're traveling, just keep it moving. Make sure you are hip width distance apart. Make sure your knee isn't caving in. We're coming back up to a knee lift. If you want to do one arm bicep curl, shoulder press combo, look familiar, it's like my famous one, then do it. If you want to do 2 and get it out of the way and get more work, then do it. Balance, control, continue. 7. If you need the floor to help guide you on the down and the up, I do. And I know if I do, you do. That's the thing. Okay, it's gotta be this let go of our ego and really do what's right for our body. I feel exercise has become this big competition. I feel like we've cut that out in our gym, but it's like, who's the baddest? Who's like kicking ass? And like, I'm all set. Who's in pain and who's not? And is it good pain or is it not? And are we fixing it? Now you're seeing a lot of trouble with this knee. I'm gonna try to really focus on tracking it. It wants to cave in. These muscles don't kick in enough. I'm gonna work on that all summer, and you promise me you will too. Okay. Boy, am I gonna be sore tomorrow. Lunge with control. Use a chair or a wall or the ground. Okay. Separate the feet. Wow, I feel those. That's all you need to do. Just give me a reverse lunge this summer. Just do a simple reverse lunge. Don't worry about the curtsy. Practice your form. Nail your hip width and nail that knee. Because I still see every time I do it, I need practice on that knee. So we've done our goblet squat. We've done our chest press and our glute squeezes. We're doing a reverse lunge, and all I need is a plie. Bang. You do your plie, and you are done. I told you guys today in class, my left leg just has more stability and chronically less pain. Although I did herniate my left disc, picking up Sadie. It has more stability. 4, 3. Now, if you want to mix this up and do a lateral lunge, do it, okay? I'm looking for a nice hip width distance apart. If you're not sure, put a weight behind your foot and make sure you're stepping back hip width distance apart. Okay, if you want to do a lateral lunge just for some variety,
do it, but that's a great lunge for you to do while you're away. Watch how I put down my weights. I'm serious about this, guys. Flat back. Pick up your leg weights. I'm gonna give you 2 plie variations. And I'm going to do the one we didn't do today in class because I probably will die if I do it. So you know this one, plie. We go front, we go side, and we come back in, and then we come down. Okay. So you can continue that one, or you're like, oh man, Phil, I know. We're gonna do our shoulder press one. We go down, pull, press, and release. Down, pull, press, and release. Envision it's a weight that you're pulling down. If you want it a little harder. Down, pull, peck, and release. Much harder. Alright, so that's all I have time to do because the 12 o'clock class is about what you need to do. 4 standing strength exercises, all of your variations. If you want to put some type of row in, you can do, bend your knees, a 1-arm row, right? You want to get really intense, you could do a plank. Okay. You bend from our back until the day we can't. You see how I get down? And then you know what? My legs will look better for it.